Alright my lovers, Paranerdnicky here, and today we're going to talk about the Ready Player 3 tour. So, as you all probably know if you follow me on social media, I became very emotional a couple of months ago because Jack and Arin and Danny from Game Grumps announced they were going to be doing a tour and coming to London. Now, my friends decided they wanted to buy me a ticket and I said no straight out because my partner and my son absolutely love him, and as nice as the gesture was, I couldn't accept that. I couldn't go without them. It felt wrong of me to do this without them. So the next day, not the next day, whenever that happened, the tickets came on sale and I just kind of ignored it. I was trying to into myself thinking maybe there'll be another time, I'll get my chance someday. And I then got pulled into a Discord server that we were all in, and Daisy and Pix had actually decided to buy me, my partner and my son a ticket. I'm sorry, just emotional thinking about it. And I was so happy. I was the happiest of it. They didn't have to do that, and I will forever be in their bloody debt because it was one of the best nights of my life. Not only did I get to experience it with my best friends, I got to meet Jack, I got to go to Ready Player 3, but we'll go on to that later. I want to talk a little bit about the tour itself, which was absolutely amazing. So we spent a couple of days in London, thought we'll have a look around, have a nice time, enjoy our stay there. So we had a look around and I met up with my friends, we went back to the hotel, and we went to Ready Player 3 and we were all excited. Alex was bouncing around, he was so excited about everything and it was the most pure thing ever. And they came on stage and it was, first of all, a guy, I think he's Utero, I'm not too sure, I wasn't too sure who he was, but we were playing a game, we were playing Mario and he had to put a blindfold on, which was like a Sonic thing. We all had to try and direct him and it went horribly wrong, as it would if 3,000 people are trying to tell someone when to jump. But that was absolutely hilarious, so we were already giggling and laughing. It was a great warm-up, and then they came on stage and the crowd just exploded, as you would think that it would. So the first half of the show was kind of playing games. They pulled people up on stage. We had a few people dressed from Dream Daddy sitting in the same row as us, and they were absolutely brilliant. I really wish I'd have taken a photo with them because they were brilliant. And as soon as they came in, I was like, oh! And there was people, you know, in cosplayers, other things. There was, you know, Danny Sexbangs. There was a Ninja Brian that got pulled up on stage, and oh my god, they were the most amazing Ninja Brian. They kept to character so much, and when they were asked to any question, they'd just look at them, and then if there was like something to yell at the other team, because we were team Waluigi and they were team Yoshi, like the crowd was split into two teams, and like they were asked to you know, do Brian was asked to do something to, you know, interrogate the other team, and he just dead-ass silently looked over to the other thing and just went like that, and we all absolutely lost our shit. Complete props to the person who done it because it was so good. So they were bringing all these people up on stage and Team Waluigi won, so I was really, really happy about, you know, our team won. We whooped their ass. I'm sorry, Jack was on the other team, and as much as I love him, nah, he did terrible, but it was a lot of fun. They did a Q&A kind of for the last 20 minutes, half an hour or so, and that was nice. People were asking all sorts of weird and wonderful questions. There was a very young person right at the end that was asking what their favourite pickup lines were, and the crowd just exploded with laughter because it was just so funny. And they said all their lines and we had a good time. So that was absolutely amazing. My cheeks hurt, my face hurt from laughing so much, my voice was raspy because we were screaming so much, and it was a really, really amazing night. It was my first experience with a tour that's not kind of a gig or a comedy club, so for my first time for something like that, it was amazing, and I would rate it 10 out of 10. If anyone ever gets the chance to do it, for the love of God, do it, because it's amazing. So end a show, everybody leaves, and, you know, kind of after gigs and shows, some people wait around to see if, you know, the band comes out or whatever, so we decided we'd do a similar thing. And due to, you know, afterwards, I've worked at a music venue, so after a show, obviously, people might want to shower, they want to rest, they want to eat, they have riders, so we knew that it was probably going to be for a little while. And I asked my little one, because he's only 7 obviously, I was like, do you want to wait? Because it's probably going to be a while. But he really, really wanted to just try. So I said, fair enough, following in his mother's footsteps, of course. So we waited and waited and we waited for hours, my God. And like, it felt as if no time had passed though, because as people left, you know, the group got smaller, but then everybody got talking to each other and it was a really nice atmosphere. So we had fun, and then it was getting towards kind of midnight and we realised, shit, this is the time we really should go. So a few people were looking to stay a little longer, but me, my partner and my son decided that we were going to leave. But as we were walking away, we were trying to find a way back because we weren't too sure. We needed to find a cab place. So we were still in the area, and then I remember looking to the side and I saw everybody stood up who was sitting down, and I thought it was a member of security there, and I thought they're probably being told to sod off. And then my friend Daisy, she gave me the biggest wave, and my son was so tired at this point. Obviously it was really late, it had been a long day, but you know, he waited out, and I apologized, you know, you can't win them all. Sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't. We couldn't stay there till God knows what time in the morning. Well, then we saw Jack. Alex saw Jack, and he got a second wind. He ran faster than I'd ever seen him run to do anything. And we got there, and I was in absolute, I didn't know what to do, because I thought I was in this frame of mind of they're not coming out, let's go home. And all of a sudden there was one of my idols right in front of me, and I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to think. I got a picture with him, I got Alex to have a picture with him. He is an absolute sweetheart. Now he bless him, he didn't have to do that, because we were just waiting outside the venue. The tour bus was nowhere to be seen, it was probably inside. So, you know, we were just waiting outside the venue in a hopes that one of them might know. Turns out he didn't know. I think it was because my friend Daisy tweeted him saying there's like 10 people outside if you want to come out. And you know, he didn't have to do that, but he did. He didn't actually know, he was playing games, you know, true Jack fashion. But he was there for about an hour talking to all of us. Now, he could have easily sod off. He could have come outside, sign some stuff, take a few pictures, fuck you, off you go. But he didn't. He was there for about an hour talking to us all. We had an absolute great time. I accidentally headbutt him. We took a group photo, which I will put here. And because he was standing next to me, I'm a clumsy person, and I moved my head and I didn't realise he was there. And I fucking headbutt him. I felt so bad. I was immediately, you know, apologising to the hills for my sheer clumsiness, but he was very gracious about it. He was like, it's absolutely fine. It wasn't even that hard, so it wasn't too bad. But, my alarm's going off now. Sorry about that. My alarm's going off. Anyway, so that had happened, and he recorded a video for my little brother and sister because they absolutely adore him as well. And he was so nice about it. And I can't really say much. He copied my intro. We were talking about accents because they talked about it in the show. And I was like, you know, I take the piss out of my, because obviously he started doing the top of the morning because Irish. So I started doing, all right, my lavers, because, you know, Norfolk, farmer kind of thing. He repeated me, and apparently the next night he actually done it on stage when they were talking about accents. And I was like, no fucking way. You've got to be kidding me. So clearly we left some sort of impression. I don't know. But the main thing was he was so gracious. He was funny. He was sweet, he was kind, he was absolutely adorable with my little boy, and he loved him to death. They were laughing and joking, and it absolutely made not only my day, I got a bit emotional, I won't lie. I did have a little bit of a cry because it was a big thing for me. It wasn't just the whole fangirl thing of my idol is there, I've met them. It was obviously a little bit that, but obviously I've been through a lot, which I haven't really disclosed here, and to be alive and there in that moment was just so overwhelming, and it was so lovely, and I just burst into tears because I got so emotional because I was so happy, and I was well aware of the fact that this doesn't usually happen. You go to a meet and greet, I mean, God, if I could ever go to PAX, that would be amazing, but you go to a meet and greet and it's like 5 minutes long. I got to sit there or stand there and chat and have a laugh with someone that I hold in very high regard for a long time, and I'm so thankful for that. And my partner, he enjoyed himself, and my little boy, he was so made up about it. He still talks about it now, and he will continue to start talking about it, and he was in disbelief the whole time. Even he shed a couple of little tears, and it was the most adorable thing in the world. There's probably many things that I could go on about, but I don't know, on the really weird kind of thing, if Jack ever sees this, thank you so much. You made our lives completely, and you made what was already a great weekend away even better, and you didn't have to do that. And I don't know, there's not much to say. I don't want to go without getting too emotional about it. But he was so lovely, and his hugs are the most fucking spiritual experience in the world. I have to talk about this because everyone talks about the hugs. The hugs is almost like a spiritual bloody experience. I even said to my partner, I'm sorry, he gives the best hugs in the world, and he does. He makes you feel very welcome. He makes you feel welcomed into him. You can feel the pure love and the pure kindness and how he feels, and that's a really hard thing to do. And after all this time, and after all this many people and all the people he's met, he's still so genuine, and he still loves each and every individual, no matter who you are. And I really hope that as many people as they can get their chance, because it was nothing short of amazing. And then we did other stuff over the weekend. We went to the YouTube space, we took a lot of pictures, we had a lot of fun. I was just happy to be there with two of my best friends, the love of my life, and my little boy. And to have that with so many people I love around me just turned it into one of the most amazing weekends of my life. But I will leave you with that. And I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that if you do get to experience anything like that, grab it by the horns and go, because it was the best thing of my life. And thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel. That would be absolutely amazing. And click over here if there's a YouTube video that they think that you might like, see if the algorithm works. And click down here for probably another one of my fangirl escapades, because let's admit it, I'm still always fangirling. And I'll see you next time. Bye!